I think in my darkest moments, the emotion that I feel the most is hate. No fear, no love, no sadness, just pure, unadulterated hate. The only thing that pulls me out of that cesspool of hatred is Christ. Remembering the fact that he died on the cross for me. Remembering how he's always there watching me. Remembering that he always keeps his promises. Remembering that he wouldn't want me delving so deep into that hatred. When men are at their lowest, bro, they're either thinking of like thugging it out, offing themselves, or offing themselves and a bunch of other people. I've gotten to a point where though I just call people retards and say the same thing. They just got like an L take or a bad take, because like I've just seen so much stupidity, and I'm not one to toot my own horn, so I don't say that I'm just like smarter than you. I just say like you're retarded, bro, because there's no way, right, that I can be right this many times and have this many stupid people around me, bro. There's no way. I literally just saw a video of somebody saying, why didn't Christ suffer more? Why didn't he just starve to death? Like, some people just gotta die, bro, like at this point. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I don't know what kind of spell my friends are under. Like, they dare say I have bad or crazy takes, and then they try to compare Korra to the big Aang, bro, to the same 12-year-old Aang that saved the world, bro. We're comparing the Aang that left his world in peace and harmony to the Korra that left her world in chaos. Like, bro, I'm not gonna lie, I don't really blame them for not listening to me yesterday, because I was not really paying attention to the conversation that much, because I was not in the right state of mind, bro. Like, I lost, like, my TV broke on me right after I just got the internet back. I ain't eat all day, because I was fasting that day. And I was sitting there getting my behind whipped on VV while we were talking, bro. Like, I was not in the right state of mind, bro. I was on the verge of like going outside and just like harming somebody. But now I'm in the right state of mind and I've had time to think about it, bro. Yo, Korra is a bum, bro. Like, I really don't understand what spell my friends are under. Like, I don't know if it's because she's black or because she's a woman and she's black, or she looks good. I don't know what it is, bro. But for years, they have been trying to defend Korra when there's no defending her, bro. She was set up to be like a Mary Sue, a better avatar than Aang. She already had like 3 of the elements when she was like, what, 6, right? And she had even more elements and still failed. Like, and then my friend has the audacity to say that the avatars, or like the benders in Aang's world, were just like farmers. Bro, they were in the midst of the war, bro. A war. They were at the highest of their experience, bro. They were in the midst of a war, bro. They were training to fight the Fire Nation, bro. They were getting ready, bro. You had people who were revolting already. You had people who were planning revolts. They were not just regular people, bro. These were people, these trained killers, bro. That's what they were. These were trained army men, bro. Or some kids who were training themselves, or people who were training themselves to get ready so they could so they could fight for their freedom back, bro. Talking about, oh, they were just going against farmers. No, they were not, bro. No, they were not. Got the stupidity to say that if Korra was in Aang's time, she would wash them. She would get washed, bro. She would get washed, but she has more elements than Aang at a younger age, and yet she was still getting nose dipped by people who would only have 1 element, bro. She's mid as hell, bro. She's some hot dookie garbage trash, bro. They said if Aang was in Korra's time, he would get washed. No, he would not, bro. I remember, yo, they tried to use blood bending on Aang, and he popped the avatar state, bro. Like, yo, and then they try to like sit there, and oh wait, now I remember. They were sitting there trying to talk trash about Aang, you know, trying to bring him down to Korra's level, because he froze himself when he was 12. This man, he was taught all his life non-violence, bro. He was taught all his life non-violence. He was 12 years old, and his outlook on the world was different compared to Korra's, bro. He was grown up around different people who taught him to avoid violence, bro. Also, before that, all like his life was just sunshine and rainbows, bro. This man had to do was worry about racing and training. That like all that just being switched around to straight war, bro. Of course he's gonna be scared, bro. And they got the audacity to sit there trying to compare Korra, bro. She's a bum, bro. Any normal 12-year-old would probably hide away and hope for the best, bro. But Aang realized his mistake and corrected it. You know what Korra's sitting here doing? She's sitting there hopping from teammate to teammate, throwing cheeks, getting AIDS, you know, being a whore, and not doing a damn thing, bro. She sucks, bro. She's actually trash. I remembered, bro, then she like, bro, she trusted her uncle that everybody was telling her not to trust. The only valid things my friends were saying about Korra was that her team was trash. That's the only thing I can agree with, bro. But Korra herself is trash. She had more elements than Aang and still could not put up any numbers, bro. She's some dot dookie, bro. Like, correct me if I'm wrong, but she was like consistently losing to like no-name characters, bro. Characters with no name, bro. Like, oh my god. Yo, they said that the explosion man would lose to Korra. That man would rip Korra in half, bro. Also, another thing, yo, everything Aang went through in the Avatar series was within 1 year. Korra had training with 3 elements since the age of 6, and she's still all the way till she's like what, 18, 17. This man Aang had did all that, beat Fire Lord Ozai within 1 singular year. Mind you, Fire Lord Ozai was buffed, and he could have killed him without the Avatar state. My man's Aang is the GOAT, bro. Unironically, Korra is some high doo-doo garbage. I don't know what spell they're under. Like, Korra had prodigies too, bro. I don't know why. Like, he had a lava bending and metal bending, and he put up no numbers. Just like Korra, bro. They're just all bums, bro. It's literally just a team full of bums, bro. It's just a team full of bums, bro. And then they try to say that Aang's age had nothing to do with it because of characters like Gohan. This nigga Gohan grew up around boxers and fighters all his life, bro. All they knew was fighting, bro. Gohan's youngest memory is his dad sacrificing himself to save him, just for him to get kidnapped by his biggest rival. Of course Gohan is going to be used to the box, and mind you, even after that, Gohan was still pussy, like he was still scared, bro. Piccolo had to force him to train. Gohan was not like that at first, bro. That man Gohan was basically held captive and put pressure on him. Aang realized that the whole world was at stake. He was like, nah, let me lock in. You know, I messed up 100 years ago. Let me lock in now. Cleared everything within 1 year, bro. Stop playing with my GOAT like that. Korra, it took her all the way till she got like, what, 18, 16, 17? I don't remember what age she was at by the end of it, right? But she started when she was like, I don't think y'all understand this. She had the element since she was 6. More time than Aang, still managed to fail, bro. She's some hot doo-doo garbage, bro. Aang had less experience and he would still wash Korra. Aang is the true prodigy, bro. He's really him, bro. Stop doing that to him, bro. That man Gohan was sitting there trying to run away. He was like, that's cruel. That man Gohan was scared too. If he had the same option, he probably would have run away. Thing is that Piccolo was not letting him run away. He was not letting him go back home. Piccolo held him captive and forced him to become like that. Nigga, he forced him to embrace that pressure and become better. Nigga, that was not a good example. I don't know why they brought that up. And then the Korra glazers are gonna try to call you like sexist or misogynist. Everybody is glazing Pavi, bro. Everybody is glazing her just because she knows that the world is in a worse state than Aang's world was, bro. She's literally Aang's level or higher off the bat, off the rip, bro. Off the rip, she's Aang's level or higher. No, like, bro, it's not about the gender, it's not about the skin color. It's the fact that she is a bad character. And she's a fraud, bro. She's literally just straight hot doo-doo garbage, bro. There's no other way to put it. How do you... I'm sorry that I keep saying this. How do you have 3 elements when you're younger than Aang? Come out more elements with more... well, you're supposed to have more experience than Aang. Yeah, no, yeah, you have more experience than Aang, you know, since you've been training since you were like a kid. Right, with these 3 elements, and you even have more elements than that, and you still fail to get any buckets, bro. She still failed at her job of being the Avatar, bro. I really hope that in the new series that the writers are sitting there on like just helping us just diss Korra, bro. Like, I hope that we get more Korra slander, bro, because she does not deserve any glaze. Somebody really has to explain to me how you can like Korra, bro. I don't get it, bro. These people are just like, they gotta like be remembering like the jiggle physics or something, bro. I cannot wrap my head around how people genuinely sit here and try to like sit there and try to act like Korra was really like that. She's mid. She's trash. Like, bro, I'm not gonna lie to you. The reason why when Aang takes a loss, it's an upscale for that person rather than a downscale for Aang, is because Aang saved the world within 1 year. It took him 1 year. He was napping, woke up, saved the entire world by the age of 13. And almost killed Fire Lord Ozai while he was buffed by the sun, right? By the little festival or whatever. He was buffed. And Aang almost killed him, no avatar state. Korra ended the avatars. You know, she stopped access to the past avatar lives. She opened the spirit world. She trusted her uncle after people told her not to. And she's getting taken out by no names consistently. Like, I ain't gonna lie, it's been a while since I watched Korra, right? But I still have a vivid picture in my mind of her getting snuck and washed by people with no bending. Like, she spends more time trying to hook up with her friends, quote unquote, her teammates, than she spends training or being a good avatar. Like, if she put the same effort into being a good avatar than trying to hook up with her teammates, she'd probably actually be a decent avatar. She may have actually succeeded, maybe. But she fucking like, she just solo, she just sucks, bro. She just gets solo, bro, every single time, bro. I don't understand what like spell y'all are under, bro. And I'm gonna come back after watching the movie and speak some more on this. By the way, hold up, I'm back, right? I didn't finish watching the movie, but I was seeing in a scene and it reminded me of something my friend said, bro. No, I gotta stop saying that. This monkey was sitting there and trying to, what's the word? Call Toph a fraud, bro, basically. Saying that, how are you an earthbender? And all you do is throw around rocks. You don't use like the actual earth. Like what, dude? Like, hearing statements like that makes me question the intelligence of my friends. I'm gonna lie, bro. Katara really don't want my boy Aang, bro. Like, she's frauding, bro. She's frauding. She just with him because he's the Avatar, bro. If I ain't gonna lie, bro, he said if I die, then the culture dies with me. The Airbender culture dies with me. Yo, if she really wanted him, she would have walked up to him, grabbed his hand and said, let's make some more for real. Like, that's what she would have said. She really wanted him. Am I wild? Also, my friends, you know, they said that Aang was getting mixed by some non-benders. I really hope they're not talking about the scene I think they're talking about, because that man was not getting mixed at all. He was holding back and he was dodging everything that they threw at him. The only thing he got hit by, the only damage he took was because he was trying to save one of their lives. So I really hope they're not talking about the scene I think they're talking about. Like, bro, I just saw somebody say that Korra wins against Aang because she has more bending. That's literally that's basically their reasoning. She has more bending. Some people just gotta die. I ain't gonna lie. Some people just have to die. It's like people don't understand. Korra has lost to people while she has more bending, and they only have like one on multiple occasions. Actually, it's not about how many bendings you have, it's about how good you are at using them in tandem, and she sucks at using every single one, bro. The only thing she's probably good at is coochie bending, bro. That's the only thing. Obviously to be switching between teammates so much, the only thing she's good at is coochie bending, bro. That's the only thing she's good at, bro. I'm not gonna lie, bro, I'm watching the movie, bro, and I just got reminded of that one Black Pill edit where he's like, he is very attractive, it's all in bone structure. I'm back and I gotta do this real quick. Hold up. A 12-year-old decided, a 12-year-old who was taught non-violence all his life, just found out he was the Avatar, decided, oh wait, this is pretty scary. Let me go hide away like any normal 12-year-old would. Oh, he's such a bad guy. Like the fuck, like kill yourself, like yo. And then the crazy part is that people in real life would really think like that and really think that he's a bad guy for that happening, bro. Like, people not only like it makes me angry because I know that not only fictional characters are doing. If it was just fictional characters, I would still be mad because it's stupid thinking already. But then I gotta sit here, look at grown people who have lived longer than me have that same stupid, retarded thought process. What 12-year-old is going to sit there wanting to carry the weight of the entire world on them? Nigga, and then like, what was 100 years where he wasn't there to save us? The little 12-year-old boy. I'm a grown woman. I'm gonna sit here and get mad at a 12-year-old for not doing what grown people are supposed to do anyways. I'm relying on a 12-year-old to fix all my problems. Fucking loser! You're a loser! I'm gonna lie. Katara said something like really stupid. She said, do you think they're gonna get through the storm? Bro, they made it that far. Do you think that they're gonna just stop now? Eventually they're going to get through. I know that Aang's doing this for selfish reasons, but he's still in the right, bro. Like, logically, they're going to figure out a way to get through. I know they are. Giving them enough time. Yes, they are. They're not just going to give up. They're too desperate. They're too stupid. They're going to get through. Katara, what meat are you smoking? I'm not going to lie. When I was younger, Katara used to irritate me. You know, eventually I got over that because she had some character growth. But when she says stupid things like this, like, it makes me mad, bro. Yo, I remember I was scrolling, bro. Don't try. Yo, there's this like ugly girl who, like, I think she cheated or dumped her ex because her friends called him ugly. Bro, we have a real life unattractive version of Toph, bro. A real life Toph with no badges. They have nothing in common besides them being blind, unironically. How are you blind and you still have like hypergamy just built into your system, bro? How is Toph still hypergamous? How is Toph hypergamous, bro? She's blind. How is that lady in real life hypergamous? She's blind too. Not only is she blind, she's ugly. She has no badges.
Yeah, bro, this movie's animated like very well, bro. Like, I wish that we could get like a remake of the Avatar, just animated like this. To be honest, it's very beautiful. You know, the scenery, you know, the color, the shading, it's really peak, bro. Animation is so fluent. I mean, fluid. Oh my god, I'm tripping. Is this the overall peak, bro? Also, adult tough. Oh my god, bro. You know, sometimes I want to let that side of me out, and then I think back to like the Leon Kennedy and the Gojo, you know, simps, and then I realize I'm not an actual freaking retarded loser. Yeah. So what I'm gonna do is this: adult Toph is bad, and I never was attracted to underpits. I still am not. But when I saw adult Toph laying back, bro, I ain't gonna lie, something. I had a little feeling. I had a little urge. Alright, I'm gonna put it to you like that. I'm gonna continue watching this movie. Alright, I'm back on a part. They said that Aang got mixed by the main villain, right? Mind you, the main villain, the guy they're talking about, was not only shown to be a better airbender, but also implied. Aang himself really says, I can learn so much from him. Because he's obviously a better airbender. He knows how to get to the staff with his instincts alone because of how in tune he is with the air. He's a better airbender than Aang is. He had more experience. Obviously. Not only that, the staff is stated to have limitless power. Of course Aang is going to lose by himself, bro. This is not a game. This is not an Aang downscale. I swear, like, yo, these people that I call my friends are so retarded, bro. Like, I gotta wonder, what hypnosis are they under? What hypnosis are they under, bro? What jiggle physics did you have to see on Rule 34 from Korra for you to sit here and try to downscale Aang? That man Aang is really like that. It's just that the guy he was fighting is just more like that. It's like people do not understand this. It's like limitless power staff, better airbender. Not only that, he's sitting there talking about traitor to your own people, recalling when Aang was 12 and ran away. Something that he still has trouble dealing with mentally, by the way. So, let's really write this down. Limitless power staff, better airbender, and manipulation tactics. And you're going to sit here and say, oh yeah, Aang's not really like that. Bro, every time I see these characters' physiques, bro, it reminds me I gotta get back in the gym, bro. Like, cause I stopped once I got the job and I didn't go back, bro, cause it was too hot, bro. But fall's about to start, bro. I gotta start like working out again, bro. I'm gonna go back Monday, bro. Like, bro, I'm watching the movie and every single time this man Aang is ever struggling with Taga is either if it's a sneak from him or he brings up his past of him running as a 12-year-old, bro. These are the only times Aang has ever actually struggled with this guy, bro. Stop bringing that up, bro. This nigga is a bum. Aang is still the undisputed king, bro, of Avatar. Korra cannot stand to him. Switch them around. Korra, I ain't gonna lie, the main villain of this movie, he's bending Korra over. Straight clapping, no consent at all, bro. That's what's gonna happen to Korra. Stop trying to put her up to the king, bro. Stop trying to put her up to the king of the Avatar, bro. She is not on his level. She will never be on his level. She's not top 3. She's not top 5. She's not even top 10 Avatar, bro. Stop it. Oh my god, bro. Like, they really brought that up. Like, yo, they're so lucky I did not watch the movie during the argument, bro. Because if I watched it, bro, I would have had so much to say, bro. No, bro. They're dead. The only reason I took something out of context was literally because I was just having a bad day, bro. My TV broke. I did not eat all that day. And I was struggling to keep my head on straight and not go outside and try to bite somebody like neck off, bro. That's why I did not bring up context, bro. I said it was just out of hate, but in reality, I just forgot. I knew there was something wrong with Korra doing the little metal building thing, but I couldn't put my finger on it. I didn't know if she was traumatized or poisoned. I didn't know which. This man purposely left out context. It's either that, or as I have already come to the conclusion, my friends have no social media, no freaking reading comprehension, nothing, bro. Holy moly. Korra. Oh my god, bro, my head, bro. I'm screaming at the top of my lungs because how angry I am, bro. Korra constantly loses to people who only have one bending while having all like 3 at the age of, so I'm going to keep saying this. 6. She trained in said bendings, right? She had all the way till she was at the end of the series. I don't know. It was like 16, 18. I can't remember correctly, all right? She trained, so she had more experience than Aang. Yet she is not on this man's level in the slightest. Seeing Aang versus Korra would be like seeing Omni King Zeno. Matter of fact, nah. The Grand Priest, nigga. The Grand Priest versus sperm random background character number 99 in Dragon Ball. Specifically the sperm version of them. Not as an adult, the sperm version of them. That's how big the difference of Korra and Aang is. Stop trying to put them in the same conversation. Korra is a bum. She will never be on big Mr. Clean's level. Alright. Aang Junie just can't be beat without like freaking tricks, bro. Unironically, bro. This nigga is so good, bro. This man, they kept trying to use guilt tactics. He had to keep using guilt tactics just to be on his level. Aang was really mopping him every until he brought up his guilt tactics. Until he started messing with Aang's mental, he was not losing, bro. Like, yo. Like, oh my god, bro. I'm preaching to the choir, bro. So I just finished watching a movie, you know, 10 out of 10. I feel like I cannot compare animated movies and live action movies because they both meet a different standard. Like, if I were to compare the Avatar movie to like my favorite live action movies, I'm probably gonna go with the Avatar movie. Like, unfortunately. Well, not unfortunately, but you get where I'm getting at, right? I don't know how that was a 7.8 out of 10. That was, for me, it was actually like a 9 out of 10. You know, I wish it was just longer and more fighting scenes. Oh, but yeah, turns out my friends were talking about the scene that I thought they were talking about at the beginning of the movie. They did not land one hit on Aang. They did not mix a damn thing. Mind you, Aang was also literally saying, I'm not trying to hurt you. The only bending he did was to knock them all back. And the only damage he took was not even sacrificing himself, was saving one of them from killing another one of their, from killing their own. Holy freaking moly. They are literally just trying to push agendas for Korra.
And I'm really still trying to figure out what hypnosis are they under for them to glaze Korra like this. Korra has done nothing to gain the respect of these people. Like, I'm really trying, like, is there, like, now I ain't gonna lie, I'm starting to think there's, like, black woman mind control now, because maybe the mind control isn't only for snow bunnies. I think it's for black women now, too, because there's no way Korra got y'all pussy whipped like this, bro. I cannot, like, bro, please somebody explain to me, what has Korra done to earn your respect like this? I can't think of one thing. She constantly loses to benders who only have one element, while she herself was set up to be like this prodigy above Aang, because she had 3 since she was 6, had more time to train them. Mind you, she had more than Aang in general, and still saying here getting washed by no names. Freaking trash, bro. She sits there getting passed around by her teammates, and she left. How did you enter? Yo, you came into the world of peace and left it broken or full of spirits. Like, I know I keep restating myself, but I really just got to get it through people's heads, bro, because it's like that I'm speaking. It really feels like I'm just speaking a different language, bro. Like, no matter how, no matter how many times I restate myself, some people are just so stupid and so black women mind controlled that they just generally will not understand it. And yes, I'm calling it black women mind control because there's no other logical reason for you to sit here and glaze Korra like this. There's none, bro. There's none. She's just simply just a bad avatar, and I don't know why people sit here and try to defend her. Unironically, she is a horrible character in general. She's a whore, bad avatar, all L's, no buckets, no badges, just straight trash, bro.